Hi guys, how are you? Today I'm going to be filming two reviews. One is going to be on Lock and Key by Sarah Dessen, and the other is going to be on Edgewood by Karen McQuestion, which I received for a book review off of Goodreads. So I did have an actual copy of Lock and Key by Sarah Dessen. I think it was the new cover because I know they just gave her all new covers for her books, and I lost it. I brought it in the airport and I was reading it, and then I brought it home, and then I cleaned all my stuff out from vacation, and I just can't find it. So yeah, but I did have a copy, and when I do find it, you'll see it on my bookshelf behind me. But yeah, so I got a new camera, so watch me in HD because it's better and you can see what I really look like. And yeah, so before I get started with the review, I just wanted to talk about a few things. If you follow me on Twitter at Heather's Book Rev, you know that I was currently in Hogwarts World in Florida, and I got this awesome picture frame. It says, "Have you seen this wizard?" And I love it. And it says, "Approach with extreme caution. Do not attempt to use magic against this person." And I did buy the Hogwarts scarf and Hogwarts gloves, so I'm going to take like a really funny picture of myself and put it in here, and then like put it on the bookshelf because I think it's really cute and I love it. And yes, so also I am reading Beautiful Creatures right now. I only have about a quarter left, and I'm super excited for the movie. I don't want to say anything about what I think of the book right now because I will be doing a book review on this and a movie review. And then also I'm going to be rereading my favorite book of 2012, Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi, because her new book, Unravel Me, comes out in 14 days. So I'm super excited. And then I'm also going to be reading Destroy Me, which was a novella that Tahara also wrote. So I'm going to be reading that on my Nook. As you can tell, it hasn't been charged in a long time. I haven't read anything on here in so long because I've just been like obsessed with getting actual books lately. But yes, okay, so now for the review. I'm going to give a non-spoiler review first, and then my thoughts for the people who have read the book second. So first, this story follows a girl named Ruby who lives with her mom, and she doesn't have a dad, and she does have an older sister, but her older sister went to college and moved away and lost all connection with Ruby and her mom. And Ruby's mom is a deadbeat. She doesn't really care about Ruby. She's always gone. She's an alcoholic. So Ruby's kind of teaching herself how to grow up. So her mom abandons her, and this is not a spoiler, really. It really isn't. It happens like way in the beginning of the book. So she goes to move and live with her long-lost sister, who she hasn't seen in forever, her husband, in a huge house, which she isn't used to. She has to go to a new preppy school, and she's used to the public school that isn't as like hoity-toity as the other school. So she's not liking it. She meets this guy Nate, who's her neighbor, and they kind of form a relationship. And basically, this book is kind of, if you want to figure out who you are, read this book. That's kind of the feeling that I got from it. I really didn't like the book, and I know there's a ton of Sarah Dessen fans out there, and I know you guys are all like, how can you not like her book? But I did not like it. I did not like it one bit, and if you want to find out why, just stay tuned because I'm going to be talking about that. But if you're interested, that's basically what the book is about. She forms a relationship with Nate, and she kind of mends her relationship with her sister, and she gets to know her sister's fiance or husband. I think they're married. They are married. So yeah, that's basically it. Not my kind of book, but yeah. Okay, so now for the people who have read it, I'm going to be referencing my notes on my phone. I felt like this was very slow. I was on page 70 and nothing happened except that her mom left her. And I was like, okay, this is 70 pages. There should be a lot more going on right now than what is happening. So I was really disappointed in that. I wrote down here, I take notes while I'm reading the book, and the second thing I wrote was, alright, so seriously, one of the most boring books I've ever read. It was very boring. I did not like it. Nothing happened until I was halfway through with the book. Literally halfway. The whole first chunk was so boring. I didn't like the character Ruby. I thought she was mean and selfish and didn't want to take anyone's advice, was very defensive when people would give her, you know, critical advice, and I just didn't like that. I thought she should be way more open because her sister did take her in and she didn't have to do that, even though that's the right thing to do. I feel like Ruby should have been way more appreciative than she was. As I just said earlier, I do feel like if you want to like find yourself and discover yourself a little bit, this would be a good book to read, because I feel like that's what Sarah was trying to accomplish while she was writing this, was that teenagers do go through a lot of struggles when they try to figure out themselves and try to find out who they really are. I feel like a lot of it had to do with Ruby trying to find herself, like when she got to pick up the white koi fish when she was at the store, and it was like the only white one in the pond, and like it was all by itself. Like I feel like that was just signs of how Ruby was truly feeling. Okay, I already said I didn't like Ruby. And it annoyed me that Ruby would always acknowledge the fact that she was being mean towards Nate and towards Jamie and them, and she like didn't care, but deep down inside she's like, oh my gosh, I'm a big bitch. Like she said that throughout the whole book, but it's like, okay, if you realize that you're being rude like that, then why are you going to continue to act that way? That really annoyed me. I didn't like that. And then I felt like all of a sudden her and Olivia were really good friends, and like she was always at the movie theater, but it's like that friendship developed out of nowhere, and I feel like Sarah had a lot of unnecessary detail in this book, which I didn't like. Just detail that, you know, flashbacks and stories that like didn't need to be there to make her main point across, and then all of a sudden she can't even develop the relationship with Ruby and Olivia. It's just there. I didn't really like that. I need to see some development between the characters, because this was just out of the blue and I didn't like it. I did like Jamie. He was the only character in the book I did like. I felt like he was strong-willed, nice, did everything for Cora. I really, really, truly liked him. I didn't really like Nate's character either. I felt like the situation he was dealing with his father, he could have dealt with himself in a better way and stood up for himself, and not just, you know, been so tucked away and like mysterious about the whole situation. So obviously this is not my type of book, but there are a lot of Sarah Dessen fans out there. I gave her a try. I've been, you know, wanting to read one of her pieces for a long time, and I did read this and I did not like it whatsoever, so I will not be buying any more of her books. Yeah, so here's my review on that, and now I'm going to film my review on Edgewood by Karen McQuestion. I will be in the same outfit since I'm filming another one, so yeah, don't judge me. Okay, yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye!